ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, yeah. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, yeah. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan. Landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
And we welcome you back to the continuing coverage of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3. We're still live here in Gym number 1 in Barangay Poblacion 2, Tanauan City in Batangas. Game number 2 is just coming up shortly. Taking a look at our schedule for today. 14 and under for the PARAÑAQUE versus DASMARIñAS just having been concluded, and we're on to our second game of the day. We still have about 7 more coming up para sa atin ngayon. Aaron D joined by Coach F. Francisco, and Coach F, on to our second game already, pero hindi pa rin dumadating yung coffee nyo.
Oo nga. Kailangan after that long drive here from Cainta.
Oo, no, Coach F, malayo pa
Pero
yung
marami
binahe.
pa namang energy na po-provide yung mga players for us with the way they're playing right now.
And definitely with our match at hand right now in the 16 and under division, it's still the same teams. It's PARAÑAQUE kontra dito sa DASMARIñAS. Kaya pag-usapan muna natin, Coach F, PARAÑAQUE in the 16 and under division, also taking a loss in their last one versus the Quezon Junior Huskers, 49-54.
Actually, it was in the same venue na natalo sila. No? That game, Coach JC Doliar kept on egging his boys, egging them to push each other. Kaya lang, kinulang sila doon in terms of rebounding at saka yung production from their bench that resulted in their loss against the Quezon Junior Huskers, 54-49. Notes to take away from that game, they need to take better control of the basketball, and they need more bench help if they want to win this ball game against DASMARIñAS.
And those are two things na aabangan natin in the game today. Still at 0-8 itong PARAÑAQUE. Meanwhile, on the other side for DASMARIñAS, also coming off an L versus the Binyan Tatakgel, 57-59. Just a 2-point loss, Coach F.
In that game naman, medyo buzzer beater yung pagkatalo nila doon. That was a heartbreaking loss doon kasi they had a steal in the end game, tapos nagkaroon ng buzzer beater sa yung player ng Binyan. That was, I think it was Silva that got the steal, and Sarmiento yung game-winning floater for Binyan. Pero on a positive note naman in that game, ang nakita naman nila doon is yung free throw nila. Maasahan nila when push comes to shove. Pero again, they need more bench help kasi na-outmatch yung bench nila doon 32-16 in favor of Binyan. Pero rebounds almost the same, points from turnovers almost the same. It's just they need more help from their bench moving forward in this tournament.
And this DASMARIñAS squad looking to get win number 2 in this tournament. Kaya naman, let's pass it over to Mr. Danzel Santiago for the introduction of the starting lineups.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for another exciting basketball matchup here on Gym 1 Poblacion, Tanauan City, province of Batangas. As we bring you the continuation of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, ang Liga na bawat batang Pilipino. It's the second game of today's schedule featuring the 16 under of PARAÑAQUE's BAL 360 YAMJAM versus the DASMARIñAS Don PACUNDO 4A Hoops. We are live on our official Facebook page and YouTube channel of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Now let us meet the starters. First from the PARAÑAQUE Smiles 360 MPBL. At guard number 8, Benedict Lim. Also guard number 72, Juanito Jacinto. At 4, number 15, Reed Edranan. Also 4, number 29, Fletch Espiritu. Playing center, number 17, Sean Bangayan. Head coach here, JC Dolar. Assisted by Don Lozano. Jonas Ocampo. Team manager, JR Gonzalez. Team owner, Mike Osita. Now let us meet the starters from your DASMARIñas, Don Facundo for a Hoops. At guard number 27, John Marius Valerio. Also guard number 7, Dwayne Joseph Marasigan. At 4, number 12, Charles Andre Ravello. Also forward, number 26, Mark Angelo Camanyag. Man on the middle, number 30, Sean Andre Nalanya. Head coach JP Hilario, assisted by EJ Alvarado. Michael T. Team manager, team owner, Ryan Dalosa. Our games officials for today's match, Crew Chief Ronaldo Batango. Umpire 1, Carlos Sebastian. Umpire 2, Sir Benny Guzman. Junior MPBL Executive Director, Mr. J.R. Navarro. Junior MPBL Commissioner, Mr. Keith Picasso.
And our Dora team starters in the 16 and under division, DASMARIñAS, go with Valerio, Marasigan, Ravelo, Camanyag, and Naliana. Meanwhile, PARAÑAQUE have Lim, Jacinto, Edradan, Espiritu, and Bangayan. And still a good morning to all the basketball fans watching out there. This is game number 2 for this Sunday. Aaron D, kasama ko po dito. Coach F. Francisco as my analyst. And Coach F, looking at our game number 2 of this set number 1, it's PARAÑAQUE versus DASMARIñAS. It's exactly the same story. Same record para sa PARAÑAQUE, same record para sa DASMARIñAS, just like in the 14 and under division.
Oh, exactly. Parang nakatayo yung fortunes nung dalawang team sa isa't isa.
And both of them also coming off losses. Yan naman pag-usapan muna natin itong DASMARIñAS. They're at 1-4 in this tournament with a loss versus Binyan Tatakgel. And you did mention it, Coach F, no, na it's a bit of a buzzer beater to lose in that game para sa kanila in their last one.
Pero so far in this tournament, yung DASMARIñAS, medyo having a tough time scoring. Nasa tail end sila ng mga teams natin in terms of points per game. And a big reason for that is yung lack of bench production nila, kulang sa support. So that's something they need to shore up in order to perform well in this tournament, in this season.
Meanwhile, sa kabilang panig naman, Coach F, itong PARAÑAQUE wearing their light uniforms. What do you have about them?
Well, kung ang PARAÑAQUE is dead last in terms of point production, it's almost the same problem, no? And it all boils down to bench depth. Meron sila mga solid players who need more support from their benches.
Meanwhile, one of the DASMARIñAS players is on the ground right now. Looks like that's Dwayne Marasigan. Luckily, Dwayne gets up after that hit. And Coach F, nabanggit mo nga, no, bench production being one of the things that needs to be improved. Pero as a coach, paano ba na gagawa ng paraan yung ganun? Do you just mix the lineups up? Naglalagay ka ba ng mga starters sa bench?
You get more. Well, that's a shortcut. No? Iupo mo yung ibang starters mo, i-start mo yung ibang bench players mo just to give them more confidence. I guess it boils down to more minutes, no? And not just minutes, meaningful minutes. And they have to get more touches sa offense nila during the game to get their confidence going.
That's one thing we're going to be checking out for both of these teams. DASMARIñAS at number 10 in the standings. Meanwhile, PARAÑAQUE at number 12. They give it inside. The drive, no good. Parañaque have a chance to run, but they lose control of the ball.
Well, one thing going for DASMARIñas in the season so far is yung free throw shooting nila. No? Nasa top 5 sila. I think, sakto. They're 5th in free throw shooting in this tournament at 63%. So that's a positive aspect of their game so far. And that's something they can build on moving forward.
They try to break the trap. Instead, DASMARIñas steal it. Ravelo all the way with the left.
Good job there, finishing with the outside hand to evade the defender by Ravelo.
Quick 5-0 start para sa DASMARIñas. Check that out. Valerio floats it, and then Ravelo goes inside with the left. A timeout is called by the Parañaque Smile 360. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. And Parañaque still have yet to score a field goal dito. 5-0 para sa DASMARIñas. Up top, Ravelo. The drive, the kick, 10 seconds. Marasigan steps out of bounds.
That's one thing players should work on, no? Yung court awareness. Alam nyo dapat kung nasan yung mga lines ng floor at all times. Sayang yung mga turnovers na ganon.
That's really a common error, no, Coach Jeff? Pag binibigay yung bola dun sa corner, yung player, pag nagsistep siya, no, mubuelo.
Not just here, even in the pro leagues, ang daming mga turnovers na ganun.
Meanwhile, Fletch Espiritu was their best player in that loss versus the Quezon Junior Huskers. 14 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist for the big man. Not really the biggest or tallest player para dito sa Parañaque, but really makes up for it with his heft.
A little bit wide na player, medyo burly itong si Fletch. Also a nice name, no?
And Espiritu making that one the first point on the board for Parañaque. Less than 6 minutes. Triple from the left side. Almost a steal. They tap it around. Valerio. They save it. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Give it up to Espiritu.
Saw a little bit of daylight there. Itong si Fletch Espiritu able to score underneath.
Substitution coming in. Ravelo gives it up. Espiritu almost a steal.
Deceptively quick itong si Fletch din, ano?
Naliana gives it. Ravelo. Travel is called right there. Sakto, 5 minuto ang natitira in our opening quarter. Great find from Espiritu. Ayala.
Traveling call by our refs. Good call. Pero nakita natin yung intensity nitong Parañaque. Medyo tumaas after that last timeout, no?
And in that last game, no, coming close itong Parañaque to get their first win but just fell short in that fourth quarter, 54-49. That just hurt for them in that last one. Mark Camaniag on the line. Two out of two para kay Mark Camaniag. Apat ang lamang dito ng Dasmariñas. They whip it inside. Fletch kicks it corner. One more pass. Just a bit short on the triple. Numbers in the favor of Dasmariñas. And just a sorry pass on that.
That should have been an easy bounce pass, no? Instead of that one-handed overhead pass. Pero maganda yung ball movement ng Parañaque so far. Ball moving from the inside to the outside.
Now they just need to work on converting their shots, Camaniag.
Exactly.
One more chance para sa Dasmariñas. Marasigan hanging in the air and finishing.
Exhibiting exceptional body control there si Marasigan, absorbing the hit and maintaining focus for the conversion.
One more time, look at this. Marasigan with our pound-for-pound fitness foul counted.
I see you, Dwayne Joseph Marasigan. That was a great move there.
Marasigan, a chance to put their team up by 7.
That was a lane violation, and Dasmariñas balik sila sa kanilang diamond press, similar to their 14 under counterparts.
Marasigan gets it stolen. Goes inside with a highlight, Dwayne Marasigan.
That was basically a 3 against 1 there for Joseph Marasigan.
Charles Jacinto trying to attack. This time it's Fletch Espiritu's turn. Marasigan. Here he goes with the left.
This is a very flamboyant player, no? To see Joseph Marasigan. Very athletic.
Charles Jacinto
Had a moment of indecision there of whether to go to the basket. Karoon tuloy sila ng miscommunication. Ang kanyang point guard.
really liking the energy so far from this Dasmariñas squad, just like their younger brothers in the 14 under division. The kick to the corner, and it stays with them.
Itong Dasmariñas also has a lot of tall players. Ano? Itong si Naliana is also one long kid wearing number 30, the headband.
Inside, no good. Elbow jumper, it's pure.
Great activity there on the offensive boards for Dasmariñas, leading to that jumper.
Naliana gets that ball off that pass too strong. Marasigan tries his hand at the three. Here comes Charles Jacinto. Binigay dito to the middle.
Carried that shot a little bit, kaya medyo off balance siya doon.
Jose throws it out. Left side, Marasigan. The kick, the open look. Balik dito kay Marasigan. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jose.
Hit nothing but board that time.
Parañaque only having 3 points. This time, from the outside, wala pa rin yun. Naliana boards it. Jose has it. Full head of steam down the court and finding Kamanyag.
That was a good no call by our referees right there, allowing the players to play through the contact.
Inside Cabrera.
Also credit Naliana for hurrying those shots by Parañaque inside with his height and his length, leading to those missed shots.
Naliana gets subbed out of the game.
See here a plethora of substitutions for DASMARIñAS.
Baseline inbound para sa Parañaque. 46 seconds in this opening quarter. Jose takes it away. DASMARIñAS going in.
Sorry, miss there for T. Alex should have had the offensive rebound, a little bit out of control lang, tumalon siya.
Charles Jacinto gets tripped up by Alex Jr. .16 on the shot clock. Jacinto, that's a tough one.
Felt the contact and just threw the ball up for the free throws.
And a chance for Parañaque to stop the bleeding. 17-4 is the score.
I think that's our first score in over 3 minutes, no?
And a free throw violation on that one para kay Charles Jacinto.
Doon sa 14 under, hindi masyado nila tinatawag yung violation na yan. Pero dito sa 16 and 18, I agree. Kailangan na natin medyo turuan yung mga bata.
Agaw naman dito para sa Parañaque. What a sorry miss by Ladores. Here comes T. Bounce it inside. No good on the finish. Still 9 seconds though. And Gales onto the free throw line.
Gales able to track that offensive board after that point blank miss by Alex from underneath.
And DASMARIñAS really just using their height in this opening quarter.
And their speed, proving to be a much speedier team and more under control as compared to their Parañaque counterparts.
Gales, good on the second one, 7 seconds. Jacinto has it. 4 seconds. They give it to that elbow. And that marks it. The end of our first quarter of action. The score 18-4 in favor of DASMARIñAS. Taking a look at our Chef's Magic first quarter highlights. Dwayne Marasigan with some great plays in that first. Of course, Fletch Espiritu for Parañaque. But really, Marasigan just doing the damage for his squad, resulting in a big lead. 14 points nga ang lamang dito ng DASMARIñAS. Right back at it, second quarter of action, and Charles Jacinto opens it up with a trifecta.
Coming in hot off the quarter break, ito si Jacinto with that three ball.
DASMARIñAS, can they answer back? T fakes, kicks, Deletado open look for the triple.
Quick retaliation for DASMARIñAS.
Go dito ni T. Here they come. Atake, no good. Alex couldn't get that one. Instead, Charles Jacinto all alone with the offhand.
5 straight points in this quarter for Jacinto.
So 21-9.
Breathing life into the offense of Parañaque.
Meanwhile, Gales.
A little bit of wrestling between these two tall players. That's Gales and De Luna.
Parañaque have it, trying to break the trap. Jacinto to set it. Off to the left, another triple hoisted up, and it's good.
So far, hot shooting for Parañaque here in the second quarter. Whittling that lead down to 11 points.
Double team incoming. The kick, Deletado just hit a three earlier. Instead, it's the T. Jose, and an offensive foul called on that.
Not getting away with that foul that time. Ito si Jose. Kanina pinabayaan siya ng referees kasi medyo nag-flop yung defender. But this time, defensive player was able to establish position. Kaya foul yung tinawag kay Jose.
This time the drive inside, Kaintik. Jose has it. Pinigay dito, Deletado. Triple try. Off on that. Charles Jacinto wants it. He gets it. Bounce it inside. De Luna. That's a tough shot.
That was a very smart play there by Jacinto, attracting the defense. Alam niya, marked man na siya after those 5 straight points. This time, allowing his teammates to contribute.
A great couple of possessions para sa Parañaque. La Torres cut it down to just 5.
Speedier team so far this quarter has been the Parañaque players. Dami na nilang transition points.
He has it. Take note, Parañaque have yet to get a win in this tournament. Inside, the bruise and the deuce para kay Alex.
Finally able to get one to drop. Itong si Alex has had a couple of point-blank misses so far in this game.
One more time, our pound-for-pound fitness foul counted. Alex Jr. taking the contact and finishing through it.
Cutting down the lead to 7 points. Could be less after this free throw.
Charles Jacinto has been the hot hand so far. La Torres free throw line jumper. Fast break opportunity. Marasigan back into the game and immediately announcing his re-entry.
Very creative scorer in transition itong si Marasigan.
Kaintik. 6 minutes and 25 seconds. La Torres thinks about the jumper, instead takes it closer for the deuce.
Good decision there to take that ball in. Had a couple of misses earlier with his jump shots, no?
Ravelo pounded in the backcourt. Somehow Axel gets it. Gales fakes, shoots, but he can't score. One more para kay Gales is good.
Persistence is key for Gales in that play.
They try to find De Luna in the middle. Takes it on his own.
Medyo out of control si De Luna sa sidestep niya doon.
T whips it to the right side. They kick it. Marasigan, open triple. He's got it.
12 points in the ball game so far for Marasigan. Top scoring for both teams.
A steal once again para sa Dasmariñas and the finish para kay Ravelo.
So Dasmariñas able to survive this initial onslaught by Parañaque here at the start of the second quarter.
Kaintik, lob it up. A bit too strong on that. Here comes Marasigan. All the way.
Bringing the lead back to double digits with that layup itong si Marasigan.
Now it's up 34-18. Parañaque want a timeout with 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Look at this Marasigan play. Taking it all the way and laying it up and in para kay Dwayne Joseph Marasigan. Right back at it, 5 minutes in this second quarter. Parañaque trying to go for the early offense. One more try for them and that's good para kay Bangayan.
Showing that smooth touch as he kissed it off the glass with that jumper.
Gales.
Yung pace ng game natin nung nag-start yung second quarter, naging fast and furious, no?
Oo, bumilis bigla,
Oh,
no,
nung
Coach?
sumabay na kasi yung Parañaque. Kanina ano lang Dasmariñas lang was able to run. To Parañaque showing their speed.
Ladores gives it, Espinosa. Let's see how Parañaque are gonna do without Charles Jacinto. Marasigan, a bit short on the finger roll. They whip it to Fletch Espiritu and he shows them how it's done.
Simple lang. Yun ang sabi sa kanila ni Fletch Espiritu.
Here comes Dasmariñas. Lob it up. Gales, simple finish. "14 points is the lead. Kaintik, open look. Off on that. Sean Bangayan.
Too many one-handed passes being thrown by Parañaque, leading to those tip balls.
Looking at our Larga International Logistics fast break of the game. Fletch Espiritu making it look easy on that one. Left side, Kaintik tries it one more time and this time he connects on the triple.
Good ball movement sa perimeter for Parañaque, no, against the zone of Dasmariñas.
Axel tries for the fancy pass.
Sabi nga namin palagi, there's a time and place for everything. That was not the time and place for that pass.
Kaintik still in that zone defense. Espinosa this time against two. Steps through. Marasigan pushing it against Espiritu with the blow-by.
Playing his blinding speed there to si Marasigan.
Just that slight bit of hesitation, Coach F really froze Espiritu and then it was just bye-bye after that.
Yung bilis nitong si Marasigan, that's something you can't teach, you can't develop. Ano yan, God-given yan yung speed na yan. You can teach players to be more faster, quicker, pero iba yung bilis ni Marasigan
And Marasigan making that second free throw. Espiritu whips it to Sean Bangayan. Intimidated by Naliana.
2-2-1 setup here by Parañaque.
Marasigan has it. They're up by 12 points. Right down Main Street para kay Marasigan. Espinosa. No numbers in his favor and he gets rejected by Naliana. Valerio naman stops, pops, and he gets the friendly bounce.
I thought you were going to say pops. Stops, pops, and it drops.
Meanwhile, Bangaya naman throws it out. Kaintik thinks about the shot.
Valerio holding on to Kaintik's jersey there, getting caught for that foul.
(41-25), a minute and 45 in the second quarter. Kaintik from the same spot. He loves that left side.
Second three-point shot for Kaintik in this game. Bringing the lead to 13 points. Dropping the lead rather to 13 points.
The big man Naliana gives it to their main gunner in Marasigan.
Parañaque extending that 2-3 zone.
Instead, Ravelo couldn't make the long two. Extra possession. Valerio. Almost a steal, but it's gonna stay with them.
Ball hit the foot of Kaintik there.
Baseline inbound, Valerio. They find the big man underneath. And Kamanyag onto the free throw line.
It's Sean Bangayan getting called for that foul after hacking the left hand of Kamanyag, and was en route to the basket.
And Parañaque have been hitting their shots in the second quarter, but this is where they're struggling, Coach F, on the defensive end.
Yeah, exactly. Pero ito, both coaches resting their top guns, no? In the meantime, Marasigan sitting on the bench. Espiritu as well for Parañaque. It's time for the other players to get their shine here.
Less than a minute remaining in our first half. They throw it out. Sean Bangayan. Offensive board para sa Parañaque. They save it, Espinosa. 8 seconds, Kaintik off the window, no good. Valerio's running. Here comes DASMARIñAS. Inside, they get it to go. That's Ravelo.
Good persistence there by Ravelo, getting a hold of that loose ball.
Just about a second differential with shot and game clock. Parañaque can hold it for just one last. Instead, it's a turnover. 9 seconds left, and DASMARIñAS losing it.
Kaintik should have shot that shot earlier. You don't get more open than that. Plus, he set a couple of three-point baskets.
Lim from the outside. Kaintik saves it. But too little, too late on that one. After 20 minutes of action, score po natin 44-28. Still on top right now are the DASMARIñAS. Looking at our Chef's Magic second quarter highlights. Of course, all the highlights from both of these teams, starting off with Alex Jr. making that, and Kaintik hitting 2 threes on that left wing. Sporting that white headband para kay Kaintik. 44-28 is the score at our halftime break. And our score, halftime break, 44-28. Dasmariñas don't Pacundo for a hoops on top after 20 minutes. Looking at some of the highlights, of course, Fletch Espiritu, the main guy of his squad. And sa kabilang panig naman, itong si Dwayne Joseph Marasigan leading the way for Dasmariñas. Kaya naman tingnan natin, Coach F, our halftime statistics.
It was a blistering start para dito sa Dasmariñas, especially itong si Marasigan for the Pacundo hoops, no? Dami niyang inside incursions. Leading to a high field goal percentage para dito sa Dasmariñas, 54% as opposed to 28. Kasi karamihan doon puro fast break attacks. Free throws the same, rebounds slightly ahead than Dasmariñas, assists almost konting lead for Dasmariñas, turnovers. Pero the big picture here is yung points in the paint. Ang daming nakukuha. Siyempre fast break points itong Dasmariñas, 30 as opposed to 14. Pero ito yung positive na makukuha natin for Parañaque in the first half. Yung bench nila finally coming to fourth. 21-20-12 ang lamang nila in terms of production against Dasmariñas. So that's something to build on for the second half if you're Parañaque.
And can Parañaque try to come back in this ball game? Right now they're down 44-28, and now it's time for our fan of the game. We've spotted someone in the crowd who's been cheering non-stop, full of energy, and bringing all the good vibes here in this game. And you know what they say, the coolest fan deserves the coolest iced tea. Congratulations to our fan of the game. You're getting a refreshing treat from Truty Iced Tea, a no sugar added iced tea. Stay cool with Truty Iced Tea, the goodness of iced tea without the sugar. And second half of action just about to begin shortly. Still Aaron D kasama ko dito, Coach F. Francisco, and we're still live in the Tanauan City Gymnasium for the second game of our Sunday. And Parañaque is still down right now, 28-44. Let's see if they can try to mount a comeback dito against Dasmariñas. And interesting, Coach F, na Charles Jacinto was the hot hand in that comeback as well. Haven't seen a lot of him after getting subbed out.
Yeah, him and Zachary Kaintik, no, both hitting from the outside, no. Pero si Jacinto nga has been more prolific kasi meron pa siya mga inside drives and mga assists for Parañaque. Pero bida as may, si Fletch Espiritu getting a lot of help this morning mula sa kanyang mga teammates.
Tingnan natin when Charles Jacinto will re-enter the ball game. Meanwhile, Ravelo getting hounded. Lim steals it away.
Si Lim start pa lang nung quarter. Nakikita na natin. Pumupukpok na dito sa depensa against the other guards nitong Dasmariñas. So full court tayo. Full court Diamond.
Marasigan.
Uy! I think the referees missed that. I think that was a double dribble on Marasigan.
Almost on that one, but nonetheless, Parañaque get it right back.
Again, I may be mistaken, pero I think I saw him pick the ball up with two hands.
And Espinosa this time, binigay kay Fletch Espiritu.
Basta si Fletch Espiritu nakakuha ng bola with space underneath. Ilista mo na, he doesn't miss too many layups, this kid.
And speaking of layups, Marasigan, a bit too fancy on that one. Lim trying to bump Marasigan, pulls the chair on him.
Yeah, a little bit of an electric chair there for Marasigan. Anticipated the bump from Lim, causing Lim to fall down, no? Nung umalis siya.
And it's just those little things, no, Coach F, na you could clearly see itong si Marasigan. He's really a baller.
Can do everything well.
Lim setting up the offense. They've got 7 seconds. Goes inside on his own. Bakbakan sa rebound and Marasigan controls. Back to Dwayne Joseph. Marasigan down the middle. They tap it out. Bangayan. Espinosa's running. Can he get it back?
Bangayan got a little bit too excited making that pass there.
Just another sorry pass para sa Parañaque. Espinosa's on the other side once again. Can he finally get the score?
That was Naliana getting the block there, but I think he's gonna get called for the foul.
And ilan yun, Coach F? Parang dalawang pasa na yun para sa Parañaque. Would have resulted in an easy 2-pointer.
Yeah, that should have made that. Bangayan should have made sure with that pass.
And Parañaque being given opportunities early in this third quarter. Bangayan 0 out of 2 on that one. This time naman turnover para sa Dasmariñas. Lim, they've got 14 seconds. Kaintig, that's a quick shot. Bangayan gets another chance. Still no good. Marasigan's running. Taking it on his own and getting fouled.
Making use of his quickness to get ahead and then using his body to block off Natividad from getting to that shot. Remember this guy's name, Dwayne Marasigan. This guy's gonna be you're gonna hear more from him soon. I promise you that. I promise you this.
And itong si Dwayne Joseph Marasigan really reminds me of one of the point guards from the Perpetual Junior Altas. Itong si IC Kalyangan. Not sure if you're familiar with him, Coach. Itong si IC Kalyangan.
Yeah, I've heard of his name. I've seen him play a couple of times. But yung quickness niya reminds me a lot of Johnny Abarientos. If you've seen him play in his prime when he was in college.
That's a big name, man. Si Johnny Abarientos, big bump on that one.
Ang one thing lang na gusto ko makita sa kanya is to develop a more yung midi game niya. Because right now it's either 3 points or attack for Dwayne Marasigan. So once he develops that pull-up jumper, yung mga floaters, it's gonna be a tough cover for opposing guards.
Kumbaga, 3-level scorer yung gusto makita niyo.
Exactly.
That's a miss para sa Parañaque. 15 points is the lead. Marasigan, hard to the cup.
Elevating over everyone, including the tall guys. Dwayne Marasigan.
Atake naman ng Parañaque. Fletch Espiritu, basket and one.
As Fletch Espiritu missed an attempt in this game. Parang lahat ng every time he touches the ball, he scores or assists.
Look at this pound-for-pound fitness, foul counted. They get the ball to Fletch Espiritu and good things happen.
Yeah, he's missed one. He's 3 out of 4 right now, 75%.
Kung 3 out of 4, looks like they need to give him more touches itong si Fletch.
Yung maganda naman dito kay Fletch, he doesn't force the issue.
Big boy matchup underneath, and a travel is called. Great defense on the interior for Parañaque.
Great job by Fletch Espiritu moving his feet, no, staying between his man and the basket.
Ladores, kick it, Kaintik. Pinalik kay Ladores. Oh, but Espiritu just nutmegged on that one.
I'd love to egg Kaintik to shoot more, no? He was wide open. He's been shooting well.
Ravelo, give it up. Give it back to Ravelo. Ladores has it. The quick cross. Oh, just lost it.
Unforced turnover there. Sorry break for Parañaque.
Napatingin siya dun kay Marasigan bago yung turnover dun. Could have gotten intimidated kay Dwayne Marasigan. Marasigan breaking down the defense.
Ito si Marasigan, one-man press break eh.
And inside, they get the deuce to drop for Abarquez. Kaintik. Luna gets fouled. And Coach F, nabanggit mo nga, no? Itong si Marasigan, one-man press break. And Coach has always preached na to break the press, break it with passes. But if you have a guy like Marasigan, he can break it on his own.
Yeah, we actually have a player like that on our team sa Bataan, si Robbie Dara. He can break the press by himself. Relieves a lot of pressure on your team pag alam nyo yung pinipress kayo ng kalaban when you have ball handlers like that eh.
Fletch Espiritu, another one.
Again, simple lang. Fletch Espiritu, basic na basic basketball.
Levanza, pinasok dito para sa Parañaque. Off on that one para kay Fletch. Marasigan controls. Uses the pick, pulls the three. Jose, one dribble in, no good. Forward pass, Levanza just having entered the game, hanging in the air, double clutch.
Had to make that one more difficult than it had to be. Pero again, laser-like precision on that pass by Fletch Espiritu, finding the leak guy.
Marasigan gives it inside, Abarquez wants it. Marasigan, there you go, Coach M, looks like he heard you.
See, he's going to be unstoppable once he develops those jumpers.
Less than 4 minutes, 52-38. Binigay kay Fletch. Levanza. Tough look on that one. Espiritu, a rare miss.
Yeah, very unlikely miss for Fletch. He was wide open.
Almost a steal instead. It's Marasigan, whips it inside. Santos gets blocked.
Could have been a spectacular play there for DASMARIñAS.
Oh, and Marasigan saves it. And they get the open look para kay Valerio.
Excellent hustle for Marasigan, going out of bounds, stopping the ball inbounds for his teammate to make a play on the basket.
Marasigan ulit. Instead, it's Levanza. And last touch on Fletch. Take a look at this one more time. Could you credit the assist and the steal to Marasigan?
Very efficient showing so far for Dwayne Marasigan. 23 points. 64% field goal percentage now. Kung may chink sa armor niya, it's free throw shooting. He's only shot 4 out of 7 so far. So that needs work. Pero everything else, even in turnovers, he's got a lot. He's got 4. Compared to his assists, that's just he just has 1. Pero ang dami rin kasing nami-miss ng mga teammates niya.
And meanwhile, we take a look at this coach's challenge. Tinitingnan nila if it's on Abarquez or on Fletch Espiritu of that last touch.
I'd like to give credit din dito sa coaches nitong Parañaque. No? Despite being behind the whole game, hindi ko sila nakitang naging frustrated sa mga players nila. They continue just coaching the kids, staying calm. Diba? Of course, they admonish sometimes, pero nothing, no outbursts. Diba? And that's what these kids need, guidance from your coaches at this stage. No histrionics.
And still very much in the game. Itong Parañaque, 54-38. The referees looks like they've made their decision. And it's gonna stay with DASMARIñAS. So an unsuccessful challenge on Parañaque.
So they're saying Fletch Espiritu touched the ball last, I guess, no? Ooh.
Marasigan.
Momentary lack of focus there. Happens to the best of us.
Parañaque, another opportunity. Levanza, bounce it to De Luna, gets it stolen. Valerio, last minute, gives it to Marasigan.
I would have loved that pass to Marasigan. It would have been spectacular.
Cross court, Levanza, two-pointer, it's good.
Ivan just played well, no, in the second half.
Abarquez, the big boy, attacking. One more chance with the reverse.
Easy to score for the tank build nitong DASMARIñAS.
La Torres losing balance. And De Luna got caught on that one, offensive foul. Fletch Espiritu exiting the game. Right side, Jose. Abarquez wants it. Instead, Jose tries for the drive and dish, and it's a turnover.
A little bit of miscommunication there between the two players.
$18 points is the lead. Natividad whips it. Levanza so far has been having a good game. And travel naman doon para sa Parañaque.
Parañaque giving a lot of minutes to their bench players here. And it's paid dividends for them. Huh? 26 points for their bench. For DASMARIñAS naman, 16.
Abarquez, two big bumps, but he steps out of bounds.
Great physicality there from Salvador of Parañaque.
Levanza, binigay kay De Luna. Kick it, Natividad. Great rebound from Abarquez, staying with that ball, and he gets fouled.
Getting mauled there by Gio Garabato. You see Abarquez.
30 seconds here in our third quarter. Valerio gives it underneath Santos. 8 seconds. Natividad Going all the way with the left, and you gotta count that baby para kay Natividad.
Able to hold off Valerio there with his right hand. Itong si Natividad.
Looking at our pound-for-pound fitness, foul counted off the steal and the finish for Natividad.
On the other end, no, great anticipation in that pass by Valerio leading to that steal and this free throw.
Last shot coming up for Dasmariñas. They're up by 15 points. $15 points is the lead. Valerio gets it stolen. Natividad from deep. Still had a lot of time on the clock. But nonetheless, that ends it. After 3 quarters of action, the score 58-43. It's the Dasmariñas Don PACUNDO hoops up right now. Looking at our Chef's Magic third quarter highlights, of course, Abarquez, the big boy doing the damage, but leading them all game. Marasigan, Fletcher Espiritu, really an efficient ball game so far for him. Can he continue that in the fourth quarter? Tingnan natin our score, 58-43, heading into our last one. Last quarter, Parañaque versus Dasmariñas, still on top by 15. Axel gets the steal all alone and he lays it up and in.
May ngiti pa si Alex doon before flying in for that layup.
Espinosa, binigay kay Sean Bangayan. Valerio, double teamed. And Charles Jacinto called for that foul back into the ball game. Interesting to see why Charles Jacinto only brought back now. Jose has it, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Valerio gets a clean look. Off to the left, back to Jacinto. Puts up the 3. And Abarquez boards it.
A little bit cold coming off that bench para Parañaque to si Charles Jacinto.
Ravelo, bounce it inside. Extra feed.
You like that selfishness now being displayed by Dasmariñas despite that turnover.
Jacinto whips it. Espinosa drives it in. Wraps it around to Fletcher Espiritu, and 2 free throws coming up.
Nakikita mo dun yung veteran smarts itong si Fletcher Espiritu. He knew he was too deep under, kaya lang nung naramdaman niya yung contact, just threw the ball up. And bahala na si Batman, ika nga.
Livanza exiting the game. Meanwhile, Kaintik binalik na dito. Still a lot of time for Parañaque to try and mount a comeback. 8 minutes and 30 seconds and they're down by 15.
14 points for the hefty lefty. Ito si Fletcher Espiritu. Top scoring for Parañaque.
Abarquez lobs it up and Axel with the finish.
That was actually great anticipation on the part of Fletch. Kaya lang, good reaction naman by Alex.
Inside kay Fletch. Espiritu mid-range jumper. It's off. Takbuhan di. Less than 8 minutes.
Jacinto asking Espinosa to lift a little bit there para may mas magandang angle yung pass nila sa isa't isa.
Jacinto with the triple connects on that one.
Sabi ni Jacinto, check that, ako na lang. Scoring on that 3. Let's see if he can get going again dito sa fourth quarter.
64-48, Abarquez travels on that.
That was a good idea. Doon sa jump stop na yun. Kaya lang yung nag-happy feet siya ng konti.
Espinosa drives in. Pinilik kay Charles. Back to Espinosa. Soaring high and scoring.
Making use of his length there.
Valerio double teamed. Pinigay kay Jose. Alex Jr. inside.
Alex has had a very productive fourth quarter so far. 6 points.
Charles Jacinto floats it off the window, no good. Valerio gives it up. Ravelo gets an open look. Pero Alex Jr. just relentless in this quarter.
Hitting double digits with that rebound and putback. Itong si MJ Alex.
What a big boost for DASMARIñAS. And this is all with Dwayne Marasigan on the bench.
Yeah, but Dwayne Marasigan is getting ready to check back in para dito sa DASMARIñAS. Going in for Jose.
And looking to put down the hammer are the DASMARIñAS Don PACUNDO hoops. Kaintik dribbles in, lobs it up. And Fletch is onto the free throw line.
That was a good pass there from Kaintik. Had an open shot, but provided an even better shot for Espiritu underneath. So yung kakulangan ng both teams in terms of bench production, I think they were able to shore it up in this game. Parañaque's bench providing them 34 points so far, whereas for DASMARIñAS, na-up nila yun to 24. They're still behind, but that's a lot of improvement compared to their last game, no?
So Coach F, no, para dito sa Parañaque, being able to solve that bench problem, what's going wrong with them now na they're still down?
Well, they're still missing a lot of gimmies. Dami pa rin turnovers. Passing up open shots. That's the thing. When you're learning, you're gonna commit a lot of mistakes. So it's a matter of them recognizing those mistakes and then learning from it and not repeating it.
Jacinto whips it inside. Fletch Espiritu gets fouled.
Yeah, that's great ball movement there off that steal. Points from turnovers, medyo malayo yung distance. 14 points for Parañaque, DASMARIñAS 22. Fletch improving on his free throw shooting here in the second half.
No good on that one para kay Fletch.
Spoke too soon.
Nabati ni Coach F. Meanwhile, DASMARIñAS, Marasigan has it. Driving in with the right hand. Tries to pull up for that one and he gets fouled.
I really hope this kid gains a few inches. If he can get to 6 feet, he's gonna be a player. Bakit yung maging starting point guard natin for the national team?
No.
Yung iba yung bilis nitong si Fletch eh. Ni Dwayne eh.
Really a complete player itong si
Yes,
Marasigan.
exactly. And at this age, no, very mature yung game niya.
Yep, you have to take note. We're only in our 16 and under division. Still a lot of basketball to be played for this kid.
I can see him competing do sa 18 under division. No? Magiging problem lang niya doon yung physicality. Pero yung speed niya, grabe.
One of the players to watch, itong si Dwayne Joseph Marasigan.
Yun yung exciting dito sa junior MPBL. You get to see a lot of raw talent. No? Another name that comes to mind dun sa opening day. So, Eli Orga play. Grabe din yung basketball IQ ng batang yan. Plays for Antipolo, JY Titans.
Just players coming from different parts of the Philippines, Coach
Yes,
F, no?
exactly,
Tas nagsasama-sama dito.
And in a few years, couple of years, you'll see them playing on the national stage sa mga collegiate leagues.
Hindi natin alam, Coach. Baka yung iba dyan, makalaban mo din yung iba dyan, no? Pag sa MPBL.
That was another spectacular play from Dwayne Marasigan there, doing a 360 after getting that rebound.
A timeout called dito, 4 minutes and 56 seconds. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment.
A little reward for our hardworking referees there.
No. Sana tayo din, Coach F, na mabigyan ni Chef's Magic.
Yun ang reward para sa mga unsuccessful challenges.
And right now our score, 75 to 55. DASMARIñAS on top by 20 points.
Itong Parañaque parang nasa holding pattern. They have their bursts, kaya lang biglang magta-turnover sila ng sunod-sunod din. So, kaya yung lead hindi bumababa sa 20 na yan for a while.
And it just really hurts para sa Parañaque. They're gonna be falling to 0 and 9 in this tournament. Marasigan, excuse me, that's T. Inside. Itong si Keith Reneta.
New player coming into the onto the floor for DASMARIñAS in this quarter.
Cabrera whips it to the right side. De Luna, quick attack to the bucket.
Good strong move there from De Luna. Finally, a strong finish from him. Kanina, he was able to get stymied several times by the front line of DASMARIñAS.
Offline on that one para kay Ang. Edradan. Kuha dito, Cabrera. De Luna. Parañaque missing on multiple attempts.
Oh. Too much arms there.
T brings it down for Dasmariñas. Ang thinks about the shot, gives it back to T. Drives in off the window for 2.
Good solid finish there from T. Great balance on that finish after attacking his defender.
This time, Jacinto on the ground. It's like that's Juanito Jacinto. And then the open look. Oh, just a miss by Gupana.
Too fast for his own good there.
Babawi naman ng Parañaque. Here comes T. Gupanas underneath once again. Instead, they give it to Ang.
Going the other side naman, itong si T. Good decision.
Cabrera against 2. Gets it back. Gives it inside. Here they come. Behind the back pass.
That was Delatado. Bringing out the sauce there.
And Dasmariñas trying to have fun with it in this fourth quarter. Ang is set to inbound. There you go, last 2 minutes. They kick it Delatado. 6 seconds on the shot clock for Dasmariñas. They whip it inside. Agaw dito para sa Parañaque.
That's a little bit late there.
Levanza. Binalik kay De Luna. Mid-range jumper, no good. Garabato saves it. 6 seconds on the shot clock. De Luna tries for the deep finish, but they get a fresh 14. One more chance sa Parañaque.
Parañaque getting a lot of crack at the basket, but unable to capitalize.
And timeout by the Parañaque Smile 360 with about 1:11 in our final quarter. A 1:11. Parañaque fresh off that timeout. They give it inside. Great tap coming from Ayala. And the bench mobs of both squads being given some minutes dito. T whips it out. Ang Tureletado triple. Sean Salvador couldn't corral that rebound. He wants the pick. Goes inside. Loses it. Here comes Levanza to Juanito Jacinto for the deuce.
First points of the ball game for Juanito.
Point lead. Ayala takes it away and lays it up and in.
Adding to their bench production, no? Yung Parañaque.
Bounce it inside. No good. And the finishing touches para sa Parañaque. But it doesn't matter. At the end of our ball game, the score is 79-64 in favor of the Dasmariñas. Don Pacundo hoops going up to 2-4 in Parañaque, falling to 0-9. You're going to be hearing from our Chef's Magic best player of the game in just a short while. And kasama ko po ngayon, the Chef's Magic Best Player of the Game, Dwayne Marasigan, with a big all-around performance for Dasmariñas. Tatanungin lang kita, Dwayne, sa huling laro nyo, talo kayo, 2 points lang, masakit yung pagkatalo nyo dun sa Binyan Tatakjel. This time around, panalo kayo. Ano yung nag-iba sa game nyo from last game to now?
Iniwala po namin kasi po sa fourth quarter, kinakapos po talaga kami. Nagsipag lang po kami sa ensayo at nagpa-condition lang po. Pinakamasakit po sa amin yung talo na po yung kaya po lesson learned po sa amin yung laro po na yun.
And Dwayne, may gusto ko bang batiin or gustong i-shoutout?
Shoutout po sa Don Pacundo Sportswear, kay Tita Cecil, for Hoops, Guanse Fam, Mayor Jennifer Saga, Coach Ashley Siguro, IGCC, Lasal Dasma, and Coaches Ryan, Coach JP, Coach Jordan, Coach CJ, Coach JD, Coach Michael. Shoutout din po sa mga teammates ko na nakasuporta sa akin kahit ka. Shoutout din po sa family ko, sa mga tropa ko. Yun lang po.
And that was our Chef's Magic Best Player of the Game, Dwayne Marasigan. Big performance coming from him. And dito naman our Hustle Club Defensive Player of the Game, Sean Bangayan, with 7 rebounds. Really did it for the Parañaque. 360 smile, and our Don Benitos, assist man of the game, John Marius Valerio, 6 assists coming from the guard from Dasmariñas, Don Pacundo hoops. Great performances all around for the players today. But coming up in the 18 and under division, it's still the same. Dasmariñas kontra dito sa Parañaque.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to. Liga ng bayan